Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. One of the obligations in the religion of Islam that must be performed before the burial of an individual who passes away and after the washing and the shrouding of their body is what's known as Salat Al Mayyit, the prayer of the deceased. Now, this particular prayer is unlike the other forms of prayers in Islam. This prayer does not require an individual to be in the state of purity, i.e. wudu or ghusl. It's a prayer that does not involve any prostrations, any bowing down, or any particular recitations other than 5 takbirs, and in between a simple supplication. It's a prayer that it's obligatory to be performed upon every Muslim who dies, specifically those who are minimum 6 years of age and beyond, and any children who are considered mumayyaz, meaning that they have an ability to understand things. The prayer can be done either in congregation, jama'ah, or individually by oneself. It's important that the body is placed in the direction of the Qibla, and the deceased body must be in such a state whereby they are lying on their back. When it comes to the prayers, it is recommended that the individual performing the prayer is in the state of wudu, although that's not necessary. It is also recommended that no normal talking or chit-chat takes place, or the turning away from the Qibla. Then the camphor powder. Now for Salat Al Mayyit, it's very important that we understand and know how to perform it. The problem is, sometimes we join this prayer in congregation and it's an emotional time. Somebody's passed away, and unfortunately people may not get it right or not perform it correctly. The thing to remember is that it's done with the intention of congregatory prayers, jama'ah. However, everybody who joins the prayer must recite everything, meaning that they shouldn't stay silent. The prayer constitutes of 5 takbirs, and in between the takbirs there are short du'as, supplications that are recited. The individual leading the prayer should stand whereby the head of the individual who is passed away is on their right hand side and the feet is on their left hand side. Everybody else can stand either close to the person leading the prayer or indeed behind him. It is recommended to call and to announce that the prayer is about to start by reciting As-Salah, As-Salah, As-Salah. It is recommended, if the deceased is male, to stand in the middle, and if the deceased is female, then to stand where the chest of the female normally is. So how do we perform Salatul Mayyit? Well, there is the quick way in which the obligatory aspects are all fulfilled. And the way to pray Salatul Mayyit as far as what is necessary is concerned is the following. An individual recites the takbir, Allahu Akbar, then says, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah. Then another takbir, Allahu Akbar, Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Then another takbir, Allahu Akbar, Allahumma ighfir lil mu'minina wal mu'minat. Then another takbir, Allahu Akbar, Allahumma ighfir li hadha al mayyit. Allahu Akbar. And that's it. So it's 5 takbirs with a very short supplication in between. But it's also highly recommended to perform Salatul Mayyit with the recommendatory supplications that are narrated from the Ahl al-Bayt alayhum as-salam. I will now demonstrate how that salah should take place. Allahu Akbar. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wahdahu la sharika lah wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluh أرسله بشيرا ونذيرا بين يدي الساعة. الله أكبر. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وبارك على محمد وآل محمد وترحم على محمد وآل محمد كأفضل ما صليت وباركت وترحمت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد. وصل على جميع الأنبياء والمرسلين والشهداء والصديقين وعلى جميع عباد الله الصالحين. الله أكبر. اللهم اغفر للمؤمنين والمؤمنات والمسلمين والمسلمات الأحياء منهم والأموات. تابع اللهم بيننا وبينهم بالخيرات، إنك مجيب الدعوات، إنك قاضي الحاجات، إنك على كل شيء قدير. الله أكبر. اللهم إن هذا المسجى قدامنا عبدك وابن عبدك وابن أمتك، نزل بك وأنت خير منزول به. اللهم إنا لا نعلم منه إلا خيرا وأنت أعلم به منا. اللهم إن كان محسنا فزد في حسناته، وإن كان مسيئا فتجاوز عنه واغفر له. اللهم احشره عندك في أعلى عليين، واخلف على أهله في الغابرين، وارحمه وإيانا برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. الله أكبر. الفاتحة. It is very important for those who are performing Salat Al Mayyit to utter and to recite the 5 takbirs and whatever they can as far as the supplications are concerned. The prayers that we just performed are the ones that are performed on a body that is male. If the deceased is female, then there is a small variation when it comes to the 4th supplication. Taking part in the funeral procession and the prayers of the deceased is highly recommended and encouraged in Islam. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala have mercy on the souls of our deceased and allow us to learn and practice and do whatever it takes to perform these duties responsibly and correctly.